Let us go. And spawning in the top left-hand corner of side Delta, we have our Red Terran player representing the Platinum Heroes. Working his way through the bracket as well, has been patiently waiting, but it can now get into his semis. It is Nicoract. And spawning in the bottom right-hand corner, we have the South Korean Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, currently teamless but deserving to be on a team. It is NightMare. He is the favorite for this entire tournament. I say that, but week after week, NightMare has met his end at the hands of Cristiano. But this time, this week, there is no Cristiano. There is no Polish Protoss to stand in his way. Not even Geralt is going to be in the finals as he gets knocked down by Keen. So this could be NightMare's week. It could be his chance to redeem himself and once again claim that Sparkling Tuna Cup. It's been a while. It has been quite a hot minute here since NightMare has been a champion. Fun fact, the last time NightMare lifted a Tuna Cup trophy was back in 2022. Was Sparkling Tuna Cup number 17. Number 17 back in 2022. That was a long time ago. Fun fact, Keen was the number 18 champion. Fun fact. But here we go. We are settling in. We can see Nicoract going for a Rax Expand. And again, Nicoract stands in NightMare's way. Can he be the one to knock him down instead? Nicoract has been looking quite impressive as of late. Did debut in WTL last night. Nicoract did show off for the first time. It's great to see. Well, it's great to see. As if you are in the chat, predictions are open. Predictions open. Place your bets on who you believe is going to advance up to the grand finals to face off against Keen. Best of luck. Best of luck with your predictions. Best of luck with your channel points. As again, Nicoract getting into his economic build. Behind this, going for his Reaper across the map. Does run into the Reaper wall off. Does not see the tech yet. His NightMare has yet to throw it down. Do we go Twilight Council, Stargate, or Robo? Keep an eye on NightMare. Adept does bypass the Reaper, shading across the map. Twilight Council's thrown down, further back in the center of the main. Looking like a Blink-based opener. We have already seen a Dark Shrine earlier today in a Protoss versus Terran. So I'm not writing that off yet, but NightMare isn't really one to embrace DTs too often. Oh my god, the Adept does not quite make it in. Nicoract holding the line. Does hold the line. Adept shading out. Blink on the way. We're throwing down additional gateways. It's going to be 2-gate Blink for the time being. We'll keep an eye on this to see if a 3rd and 4th gateway get thrown down as well. As Nicoract is going for a oh, I didn't even notice. Sorry, my apologies. 3rd CC already here by Nicoract. 3 CC into a 3 racks. Let's go. We actually saw this a lot from Nicoract the past couple of weeks. It's been like his go-to only build. 3 CC into 3 racks. Quite an aggressive one. Honestly, 4-gate Blink can punish this quite hard. But NightMare, speaking of, is going up to 4 gateways. Uh-oh. Now, the reason why I say this is because we're going so bio-heavy, because there's no factory, there's no starport, which means there's no tanks, there's no defensive setup here. Blink Stalkers can snowball out of control. They can micro well against vanilla Marines. Like, these are, again, they don't have stim, they don't have combat shields. Just straight up vanilla Marines here to defend. Thankfully, there is a bunker on the low ground. Blink is about to finish. Oh, my apologies. I thought it was 4 gateways. It is 3 gates. My apologies. 3-gate Blink, which means we're expanding. We're taking a 3rd. 3rd base is on the way. NightMare, he's applying some light pressure here with his 3-gate Blink, but he shouldn't be doing much more than that. He has map control more than anything. But Nicoract wasn't even vying for map control because of his build. Looking back on this, I do think this is a better start for Nicoract. Thankfully, again, because it's not 4 gateways, NightMare isn't pushing in, and NightMare can't really punish this. Nicoract gets away with a greedier build than NightMare. Let's go. See in the chat. Share my papi, share my. Server slipping into the main. Server does slip in. We got eyes on everything, and now NightMare's fully aware of what's been going on. Now he's aware of the timing of the third CC. He's aware of the build with both those Raxes. NightMare, he's aware with what Nicoract has gone away with, and now the name of the game for NightMare is to delay the third base for as long as he can. But Nicoract is looking to push out with Stim, Combat Shields, and +1. A pretty terrifying timing here from Nicoract. Gets a Stalker already. Good pickup. Stalker goes down. Nicoract pushing in. Getting another Stalker. NightMare slipping up here. A bit of miscontrol out of NightMare. He's getting punished. Nicoract pushing through. NightMare pulling back to the safety of his bases with his shield battery, with his Colossus. Colossus production has commenced. Fourth gateway now on the way. Charge as well. A good force fields out of NightMare. Oh my god. Very nice force field so far. Does lock that army away. And NightMare shuts this down. Remember, there's no medivacs with this. The army is heavily overstimmed. And NightMare chasing it down, forcing out another stim. And Nicoract is in trouble. Is in trouble here as he does pull back. I see Nikita in the chat. The prediction odds are unbalanced. Vote for NightMare. I mean, I'm a little bit surprised, but the predictions in the Twitch chat are heavily in favor of Nicoract. Let's go. I mean, again, I would say that Nicoract is the underdog in this series, but I want to believe as well. I want to believe. As NightMare is going for a big counterattack. Shows the force fields. We do slice up the army. Oh, a big chunk of Marines and Marauders go down. Good force fields. And NightMare is going to keep on pushing. I mean, one of those Colossi getting quite low. He has to be careful. Catching reinforcements. Getting one, getting two Marauders. Rotating back around. Waiting for reinforcements. Shaving off Marines. The Colossi getting stuck on the gas. Tower does go down. See Nicoract banking up his army, but it may just be too much to deal with at this point. It may be too little too late. NightMare has just an overwhelming force. Breaks down the bunker. Boys are being pulled into Colossus fire. Good target firing on the Colossus, but again, it's going to survive. It's not going to go down. And NightMare is snowballing out of control. There's just too much Protoss here. And Nicoract is being picked apart. Again, his 3 racks timing didn't quite get enough done. And that did trigger the counterattack from NightMare. The Vikings going ahead, they take down the Colossus. What about the ground army? What about the gateways? The Zealots, the Stalkers, boys are being pulled. There's still one Colossus. We have a warp in right into the face here of the Natural. Right into the face of Nicoract. More boys being pulled. Can we focus on that final Colossus? We cannot. Again, the War Prism juggling a little bit too good. GG, and NightMare takes game number 1. Whew. 1G? 1G. GG. NightMare does take a lead in this series. Again, Nicoract, he had a good start, is what I will say. I do want to say, and I want to stand by Nicoract having a better start, a better build, a better opener against NightMare. But that committed bio push, it was punished quite hard. With Nicoract moving out with Stim +1 and Combat Shields with his Mass Marine Marauder, he committed very hard with that, and what did he get for it? What did he get? Not enough. Nowhere near enough, as he got force fielded, he got completely shut down, and as he was being chased back home, that's when NightMare took that as an opportunity to push. He was able to break Nicoract before Nicoract could really settle into his 3-base setup. Before he could stabilize. With that, GG again, the killer instinct from NightMare on point. Now we're getting into game 2. Let's go. we are settling into that second game, and spawning in the top right-hand corner of Crimson Court, we have our Red Terran player representing the Platinum Heroes. Down in this series, looking to bounce back here in Game 2. He needs to force that ace match. It is Nicoract. And spawning in the bottom left-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the South Green Protoss player, the Blue Protoss, currently teamless, but again, he deserves to be on the team. It's been such a shame that he's been without one for so long. Leading the series 1-0, it is NightMare. Let's go. Let us go as we're settling to our builds, and NightMare, oh my god, he has a date. NightMare, he's got somewhere to be here tonight as we're going for a proxy across the map. A pylon has been thrown down, and show us what you got. We have a gateway back at home, and I imagine a gateway across the map. It's going to be a 2-gate opener here from NightMare. We should be producing a Zealot back at home with a Cyber Core alongside it, and across the map we can chrono out Adepts and Stalkers. I should say a Stalker here across the map, an Adept to reinforce. Gateway aggression from the side of NightMare. Here we go. There's that Zealot as we speak. Again, because we're being hyper aggressive, we need to make the Zealot. We can't make anything else because the Cyber Core isn't done, and by the time the Zealot finishes, then we can get into our follow-up Adept. The reason why I say Adept is because the Adept does reinforce quite quickly. You can shade across the map to support the Stalker that should be moving out here towards the north. Cyber Core almost done. Gateway does finish. There goes that first Zealot. And here comes the Stalker on the front lines and the Adept back at home. Again, the Adept, because it can shade, it can reinforce that much faster. It can get across the map, and NightMare can snowball out of control. Meanwhile, Nicoract is indeed going for a Rax expand. CC on the low ground. Thankfully, a safety bunker is on the way. That will help. Reaper Scout finally comes in. Runs into the Adept. Oh no! Ooh, and the Adept shot does go off. The Reaper goes down. We deny the Scout, and here come the Stalker. Here come the Zealots. We walk past the bunker. We delay the CC. CC is going to be delayed. Zealot knocking down that front door, forcing points to be pulled. Second Stalker has arrived. Here comes the Adept from across the map. Yeah, we just ignore that CC up for a moment, getting the SCV, going for the main base, focusing down as many SCVs as we can, and we're snowballing out of control. We get 5 SCV kills, 6 SCVs, and GG gets called. There's just too much to handle, and NightMare takes the series 2-0, advancing on to the grand finals. GG. Just an unfortunate position there for Nicoract, as it did take him a little bit too long to piece everything together. Things snowballed very quickly out of control. Went for a CC on the low ground as well. I mean, of course, was getting into his own build, and congratulations. My condolences to Nicoract. I mean, he made it to the semis, so a good run here by Nicoract to make it this far into the semifinals. But he does meet his end at the hands of NightMare. And now we have a Korea versus Korea finals. It's been a while. It's been a while since we've had a finals quite like this. When was the last Korean finals that we had? It was 2023. It was March of 2023. Sparkling Tuna Cup number 27, which was NightMare versus Cure in the finals. Here, not quite Cure. Next best thing, Keen. NightMare versus Keen. Let's go. That is going to be our grand finals, and we do need a moment to set that up. Even before the finals, we have a random raffle. Don't forget, there is a random raffle to be had.